It's a video update. I haven't done one for a while, but this goes into the blog La Vida Local. That is my portfolio blog or whatever, my video journey. You know, hopefully these kind of feelings can be useful to someone else who's in the same situation as me. I keep on thinking like I should mention like the actual technical aspects of being a performing musician in Cape Town, South Africa. The most common complaint that I hear is a lack of venues and venue owners who aren't cooperative and not supportive of live music. I mean, but I think it's the same anywhere in the world, and I don't think it's necessarily just a Cape Town thing. The major news recently is that Zula Bar, they've been fantastic for live artists over the year. Zula Bar is now kind of closed except for special events, so they're not actually a practicing live venue anymore. We've been working with Wizoo, that place in Rondebosch, recently. They've got new management and they've just revamped the place. It looks great. So yesterday we went to go check that out. That's a good venue in the suburbs. But generally speaking, my experience with venues and organizing events so far has been that you're worth as much as you bring to the bar. I mean, that's a staple. So if you're bringing 40 people and everyone's spending $50, then you're worth 2,000 Rand at the bar. So you can negotiate around that if the venue organizer is open to it. Also, you know, the folks that go out generally, you know, as a musician, you're always in a position where you want to educate people as to the difference between, you know, music and volume. Most people who go out for a night out, you know, you just want to go out and, you know, hear some music or whatever in the background, or watch a band that makes a bit of noise and doesn't, the capacity of the band to impress, like, on a deep emotional level is not always prioritized. You're not there to have a life-changing moment, are you, you know? So if you are starting to gig in Cape Town, you're going to have to wade through that mentality. You're going to have to provide just a bit of noise to start, and with that as the medium, with that as the vehicle, you then push outwards and you impress people with real moments, if that's what you want to do. So yeah, just when you are the level that you're operating on, just know which level you're operating on. If you're not getting people coming up to you when they're sober and offering you opportunities and complimenting you in your style and wanting to take things further, that means that you're not doing something, you're not communicating with your core audience, all right? The people that are going to be promoting you and supporting you, and they're not always going to be event organizers and promoters, they're going to be fans and friends. And they're going to be saying, let me help you get a gig, I know this guy, and they'll get in touch and they'll follow up. Those are the people that you must shower with attention. The folks that are helping you in the sense of just giving you, you know, like praise, then, you know, take that for what it is, but don't take yourself too seriously, don't take the level at which you're operating too seriously. It always just goes up, you know. So yeah, I mean, I've had to wade through a lot of that stuff too. I'll turn down gigs now if someone calls me up and goes, hey, can you play this thing? I'll turn down gigs now if I know that they're just volume gigs, if they just want some background stuff. Even if there's like a couple $100 or something, I will still sometimes just say, well, no, because I'm no longer operating at that level. The way I want to spend my energy is by creating moments and creating real, you know, what I call real music. So yeah, just know your level and be prepared and work towards the next level, I guess. Yeah, so the venues in Cape Town, you know, they're constantly coming and going. There are a few stalwarts, but the venues are constantly coming and going. So yeah, just find one thing that works and do that, push that button, and then if you want to make a change, then make a change from there. But don't expect to be able to skip a level, because that doesn't really happen. You don't really ever jump a level. The bands that skyrocket, or the groups that do very well very quickly, often they get to a certain level very quickly and then they stay there. You've got to decide if your game is a long game or a short game. What do you want to be doing 20 years from now, you know? And kind of roll with that. Yeah, geez, got a lot to say at the end of the day, huh? But anyway, just that's some background. I don't know if it's worth anything. It feels good to get it off my chest. That's the end of this little video diary section. And yeah, I'll do another one in about 5 years.